Kara tells Ruthye to walk away from Krem, then she waits until Ruthye is out of earshot, and kills him herself, alone, without hesitation. Why does she need her gone first? Welcome back to Movizo, where every ending hides a beginning. Today we're digging into the one choice that could define Kara's entire future in the DCU. Here's the theory building around Supergirl's ending. Kara didn't just kill Krem in the heat of the moment. She killed him with the calm of someone who's done this before. Now here's an angle worth flagging clearly as speculation. This part isn't stated in the film or in these breakdowns. It's an outside read some fans are floating online. Supergirl is loosely drawn from the comic Woman of Tomorrow, a story that leaves Kara's guilt over violence deliberately unresolved on the page. Some fans have speculated that the film borrowing that ambiguity on purpose means Kara's willingness to kill isn't a one-time slip. It's a setup for a direct clash with Superman's strict no-killing code once Man of Tomorrow puts them side by side. Let's lay out what the film actually shows us. First, that final speech to Ruthye isn't generic hero advice. Kara warns that killing Krem means carrying his memory forever. She says it'll make the trauma harder to move past, not easier. That's not a guess. That's someone describing their own weight. Second, Kara never denies having killed before. The film simply lets the question sit there, unanswered. She acts like someone who already knows exactly what that line feels like to cross. Third, look at the suit reveal earlier in the journey. Ruthye brings it hopping. It has some hidden power. Superman himself clarifies it's just bright, so people know they're good. But good gets defined very differently across this family. Fourth, Kara's father gave her one instruction before sending her to Earth. Use her powers to help people who can't help themselves. He also told her to be good but never to be weak. That phrasing matters. It leaves room for force when force is necessary. Fifth, compare this directly to Superman's own film. That movie goes out of its way to reaffirm one rule. Every hero protects every life, no exceptions, no excuses. Supergirl breaks that rule on purpose in its very first outing. That's not an accident in a shared universe. That's a flag being planted. This is where the choice stops being personal and starts being structural. The DCU just spent its first film establishing Superman's moral baseline. Then its second film hands us a hero who quietly steps over that line. Not in secret, not off-screen. In the actual climax of her own movie, that's a deliberate contrast, not a continuity slip. Kara isn't Earth-raised. She's Krypton-raised with Krypton's harder rules. Her parents wanted her protective, not passive, capable of force when it counts. That upbringing is the real reason she handles Krem the way she does, and the epilogue makes this even more pointed. Kara tells Clark she's sticking around at home for a while. That's not just a sweet character beat. That's proximity. She's choosing to stay close to the one person whose code she just broke. Here's where I land on this. Kara has killed before this movie, and the film wants you to sense that without confirming it outright. Her decision to spare Ruthye the act, but do it herself, proves she's not protecting a rule, she's protecting Ruthye's innocence specifically. This isn't a one-off moral exception. It's a baseline difference between how Kara and Clark define being good. That gap is exactly what Man of Tomorrow is being set up to test. So here's the question for you. Should Kara ever tell Clark what she actually did to Krem, or does keeping that secret end up costing her more later? That's the layer hiding underneath Supergirl's quiet ending. A hero who didn't just save the day, she revealed exactly how far she's willing to go to do it. Welcome back to Movizo, where every ending hides a beginning. If this theory changed how you see Kara, hit like, drop your take in the comments, and subscribe for more DCU breakdowns.